from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Houston Texans.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2020. In his second season, former Oregon Duck, Justin Herbert.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. They're led by the NFL's MVP in 2018 and also MVP of Super Bowl 54 in his 5th season. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The numbers for McLaurin a week ago. 7 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. They'll have a tough time.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Moss. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to try and run. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he finds McLaurin. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run here with Moss. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They hand it off to Mostert, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd down at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. Oh, it's complete, a diving grab there by Brown. Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs the defensive backs with such speed and power. I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Kirk. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now it's Mahomes again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Antonio Brown. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf, 87 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki, powering his way forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Nick Chubb, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Next, we head off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Shifts past him at the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Now Mahomes. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. On the give, this is Moss. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down.
Herbert.
He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Herbert. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Moss. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mahomes to throw, and that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Mahomes. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Mahomes. Able to complete it to Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Everson Griffin, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. And the Rams now have swung back in front in that game. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's third down. First throw in overtime for Herbert. Gets this one to use check. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. They snap it to Herbert, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Finding Kelsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Throwing, Herbert. And that's incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown and a game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in.